Snapshots of Lisbon. Postcard from WONCA 2025. Lisbon greeted us with its warm light, bright colors, and a spirit of global fellowship that could be felt from the moment we stepped into the WONCA 2025 Congress halls. Arrival and opening moments. Our first morning began with the stunning backdrop of Lisbon's iconic hillside. Colorful buildings stacked like a mosaic, the castle perched above, and the bridge stretching across the river. It was as if the city itself welcomed every delegate with open arms. We stand together, Marvin, Tanya, Mary-Jo and Paula, shoulder to shoulder, smiles wide and hearts full. The large screen behind us marked the moment. WONCA Europe, APMGF, and Garant International, partners in advancing family medicine. It was a celebration of being present, representing our region, our organizations, and our commitment to global primary care. The WWPWFM gathering. The next room was alive with energy. The Women Working Party on Women and Family Medicine, WWPWFM, convened, a gathering of legacy, leadership and hope. Seated and standing, women from every continent, Africa, Asia, Europe, the Caribbean, and the Middle East, came together, capturing decades of advocacy, mentorship, and change. In these moments, stories were exchanged, quiet laughter echoed, and friendships, old and new, wove themselves into the fabric of Lisbon 2025. A moment of honor. Then came one of the proudest snapshots of the day. Paula, standing tall with her award in hand, next to a senior colleague whose pride radiated just as brightly. The plaque glistened softly in the room's light, a symbol of dedication, leadership, and years of service. It was not simply an award, it was a recognition of steady, enduring contribution. Hybrid connection and collaboration. Another room, another heartbeat of the conference. The hybrid planetary health session brought faces on screen and in-person participants together, connected across borders and time zones. Paula stood with the team, organizers, facilitators, and young leaders, embodying the very meaning of global collaboration. Tamika and Seni joined virtually, proving once again that distance is no barrier when passion and purpose align. Lisbon's playful art. Around us. Outside the sessions, Lisbon offered its own charming surprises. Along the metro walls were whimsical caricature-style portraits, big glasses, exaggerated moustaches, playful expressions, all etched in black and white. Aldith wandered the corridors of the airport and turned a simple transit hall into a mini photo expedition, posing with each illustration like old friends. Her smile was contagious in every shot, each mural capturing Lisbon's artistic soul, and each selfie capturing hers. From the bespectacled gentleman reading a book, to the strong-jawed figure with a curled moustache, to the whimsical faces with textured hair, these encounters added humor and delight to the busy conference days. A story of friendship, fellowship and global family medicine, Lisbon, Portugal. September 2025. Lisbon has a way of wrapping itself around you gently. With its warm terracotta colors, its poetic streets, and the soft Atlantic breeze that follows you wherever you go. For the WONCA 2025 World Conference, the city became more than a venue. It became a backdrop to shared laughter, proud moments, academic exchange, and new friendships. This is the story told through our photos, a postcard from Lisbon written in memories. Touchdown in a city of light. The conference began with a burst of color. On the grand screen behind us was a panoramic view of Lisbon's iconic hillside homes, stacked like storybooks, with the historic castle keeping watch from above. Members of our team standing together, a joyful team representing the Caribbean with pride. Their smiles captured the excitement of what was to come, days filled with learning, advocacy, and global unity. The warm embrace of familiar faces. The conference corridors became meeting places. Moments became hugs. Colleagues became family. A tender snapshot shows colleagues standing together, laughing like old friends reunited after years, but picking up right where they left off. Their badges hung proudly, reminders of the shared mission that brought them here. We captured an even larger circle of joy. The Caribbean representatives standing side by side, beaming, ready to take on Lisbon together. These were the people who understood the journey, the work, the commitment, and who stood ready to make 2025 a meaningful year for primary care. An evening of fellowship, the delegates' dinner. As the sun dipped behind Lisbon's rooftops and the conference day drew to a close, the Caribbean delegation gathered for a much-anticipated evening together. A dinner that became one of the most memorable moments of the entire trip. The restaurant glowed warmly with hanging wicker chandeliers and exposed brick, creating a perfect blend of rustic and elegant. Inside, the long table stretched across the room, already set with menus, candles, and the unmistakable energy of good company. In the photo, every face at the table tells a story. Laughter shared across plates and glasses. Stories exchanged about sessions, speakers, and surprises of the day. Quiet pride in representing Jamaica and the Caribbean at a global forum. Comfort in being among colleagues who feel like family. The group formed a joyful line stretching from one end of the table to the other. Red dresses, bright smiles, suit jackets draped on chairs, and badges tucked away after a long day of work. This dinner wasn't just a meal. It was reflection. It was camaraderie. It was celebration. A moment to pause and appreciate how far each person had journeyed, individually and collectively, to be here in Lisbon, contributing to the global voice of family medicine. As conversations flowed and the evening deepened, the room filled with a warmth that no conference program could schedule. True fellowship. The kind that strengthens teams. The kind that inspires futures. The kind that becomes a cherished memory long after the trip has ended. Sisterhood in motion. Among the conference highlights was the powerful gathering of the WONCA Working Party on Women and Family Medicine. Women from every region, culture and generation stood together. A powerful visual of global solidarity. In the group photos, their faces tell a story. Advocates, teachers, students, pioneers, and future leaders. A tapestry of experiences, all woven into a single cause, advancing women's health and leadership across the world. A moment of honor, recognition on the global stage. One of Lisbon, 2025's most emotional and defining moments was the WONCA Awards and inauguration ceremony. The stage glowed in blue and gold, the hall filled with applause. On the screen appeared the honorees for the 2024 Regional 5-Star Doctor Award, including Dr. Aldith Buckland, representing North America with distinction. As Dr. Buckland walked on stage to receive her award, cameras flashed and colleagues applauded warmly. It was a moment of pride not just for her, but for Jamaica, for the Caribbean, and for everyone who has been touched by her years of exceptional service. Another deeply human moment. A warm photograph of Dr. Buckland with fellow awardees and WONCA leadership, capturing the depth of her achievement. Tradition alive. All moments encountered and captured were warm and excited. The lobbies became areas where delegates are surrounded by lively groups of colleagues. Their laughter are instantaneous. The connection was natural. The photos, unforgettable. In joyful groups, youth and elder shots, the Caribbean delegates, smiling, posing, kneeling, waving jackets, fill the room with excitement. Their presence was a reminder that the future of medicine is bright, eager, and already stepping confidently into its role. Hybrid meetings and global connections. The conference wasn't all ceremonies and reunions. It was also learning, advocacy, and global responsibility. Photos from the workshops captured both in-person and virtual participants, faces on the screen, faces in the room, all committed to protecting the health of both people and planet. Paula, along with colleagues from multiple regions, stood united in shared purpose. Members joined virtually, Lisbon's playful art, a gallery on the go outside the formal sessions, Lisbon offered its own charm. Along the metro station walls were whimsical black and white caricatures, wide-eyed men with mustaches, oversized glasses, and animated expressions. Aldith continues to joyfully pose beside each one, turning a simple commute into a pop art adventure. Photo after photo captured her delight, playful, curious, and fully immersed in Lisbon's creative personality. These moments became a visual reminder. Joy follows us wherever we let it in. A Caribbean icon in Lisbon. One surprising scene stopped everyone in their tracks. A billboard featuring Usain Bolt, advertising a product with his signature lightning bolt enthusiasm. Seeing Jamaica's sprint legend in Lisbon felt like a sweet touch of home, an unexpected reminder that the Caribbean spirit travels far and wide. Leaders, legends and learning. In the award hall again, a beautiful photo captures Aldith with WONCA's newly elected executive member, sharing smiles and mutual admiration. These connections, brief, warm, meaningful, define what WONCA stands for. A global family of healers. Another group shot with of colleagues shows the excitement in the corridors of the conference halls. Maybe just before moving to another room for another session. A candid, happy moment. What Lisbon gave us. Lisbon 2025 gave us connections that matter, recognition that inspires, friendships that endure, moments that become memories, and a reminder that the world of family medicine is deeply human. The city gave us light, laughter, learning and love, woven into every photo, every hug, every handshake, every smile. And as we leave Lisbon behind, we return to our homes, our islands, and our work carrying a little more color, purpose, and joy than before. In summary, WONCA 2025 in Lisbon is unfolding as a tapestry of professional achievement, friendship and fellowship, cultural exploration, global solidarity. Every photo shared held a story of community, recognition, and the joy of simply being present in a world that is healing and reconnecting. The choir sings and moves to the music being played on the keyboard. Each note being sung from the heart, bringing a message, reminding us why we are here. Delegates moves to the hum of music along with the choir. The cheers, the applause, the hugs, the handshakes and warm embrace are moments etched in our hearts forever. Lisbon, the city of lights, forever in our hearts.